Hey guys, Halina here, and today I'm going to be looking at the 16 charm moments that still confuse me to this day list from Buzzfeed, so stay tuned. Okay, so I was scrolling through Buzzfeed trying to see if there were any interesting quizzes that I can film myself taking, and I stumbled upon, this article for confusing charm moments, and I do love the original charm, but there are some things that just do not make sense. And now we're going to dive into this list by Claire Aston, but I want to state that the images that are going to accompany this video are still images of the GIFs, I don't know what they are, in the article. So if you would like to see the GIFs, you can click on the link in the article in the description down below. Alright, number 1. When they all went back in time and Phoebe basically started the whole cackling on a broomstick stereotype. First she complains about it, and then she literally decides to invent it. Color me confused. Yeah, I mean, it was random. It was a head scratcher. I don't know. I don't know why they had her complaining about it if she was just going to start it anyways, but it happened. Number 2. When Cole dressed up as an angel for Halloween. I see what you did there, Charmed Writers, but couldn't his costume have been a little less sheet-like? Look, okay, clearly the budget had to go elsewhere, like the special effects. Number 3, when Piper fell in love with a ghost and actually made me and the entire audience want it to somehow work out. Honestly, I stand him more than Leo sometimes. Okay, so while Piper's relationship with the ghost was sweet in its own way, I don't necessarily stand him more than Leo. Now, if he weren't dead, then I might. But the whole being dead thing, just a little too weird to make this relationship last more than an episode. Number 4. When they traveled to the future back in season 2, and none of it lined up with the rest of the series. Prue is blonde and alive. Piper has a daughter and Phoebe is on death row. Now, I know that Shannon Doherty left the show, but come on. This needed an explanation. Okay, so the way that I justified it was that they changed their present, so the future changed too. I don't know, but, honestly, the writers seemed to ignore the first 3 seasons as time went on, so it is what it is. Number 5. When the sisters meet their evil counterparts and Phoebe is sporting a mohawk. I mean, it looks great, but also, why? I have no explanation for this whatsoever. I guess mohawks are evil. Number 6. Also in this episode, Leo's evil guy hairstyle makes him look like a shaved pineapple. Oh my gosh, okay, I never actually thought of it that way, but sure. Look, clearly evil counterpart hairstyles were a problem all around. Number 7. When the sisters all got turned into Greek gods and Piper became so powerful that she could literally destroy the world. In my book, if she could do this, couldn't she just jump down into the underworld and destroy the source real quick? I mean, in theory, sure. But then who would be our big bad if she did that? Number 8. When the Halliwell babies could mess with their mother's powers via, I'm guessing, the umbilical cord? Because, blood and nutrients are apparently the same as magical powers. Okay. Now, this did provide for some pretty funny moments at times. It did get old very, very fast, though. And I like the idea that, the babies could heal Piper from the womb, and it gave her a little bit of an extra bit of assistance, but the whole messing with powers thing was just a little too much. And now I'm going to combine the next 2 because they sort of tie into each other, so stick with me with this one. Number 9 and number 10. When Phoebe's demon offspring literally gave her fire powers, which, fun fact, was also her power in a past life. Why doesn't she just have them the entire time? And apparently the bub was sentient enough to know when people were bad-mouthing his dad while in the womb for only 2 months. Again, this one was odd because I didn't necessarily mind the fire powers, especially when you factor in the past life powers. But the baby knowing when his dad was being bad-mouthed? Way too bizarre. Number 11. When Cole sent them all to an alternate reality and Piper became a leather-clad demon hunting witch. I don't understand the getup. If you're making demon hunting your full-time occupation, wouldn't you wear something a little more protective? And what does the choker add to it? Honestly, this just wasn't a problem in the alternate reality. It was a problem in their real reality. Their clothing didn't make much sense. However, one thing real reality had over the alternate one is that in real reality, they were trying to put up a front of three normal sisters. The choker, clearly, style. Number 12. Ditto when they all pretend to be Valkyries. Oh gosh. You're meant to be fighting the last battle at the end of the world. Why the leather bikinis? It's fashion for all the Valkyries, clearly. Number 13. Also in this episode, they literally steal Daryl's soul. That's definitely not okay. What if they stuffed up? Daryl would have just been dead? Honestly, I love the sisters, and I'm always Team Charmed ones, but the way they treat Daryl throughout the entire series is just wrong. Poor Daryl. Honestly, poor Daryl. Number 14. When Paige conjures up her Mr. Right for stress relief. He was her own magical... Yep, that would be what he was. There were just so many issues with this one. Number 15. When every single dead family member came back at some point except for Prue. Okay, we all know why they never showed Prue, but seriously, her ghostly absence should have been explained. Agreed. They explained it after Prue's death in season 4, like in the season 4 premiere, when Piper tries to summon Prue and Graham shows up and tells Piper that seeing and speaking to Prue keeps her alive and prevents Piper from moving on and continuing with her destiny. Yeah, but Graham also tells Piper that she can't see Prue for at least right now. But surely by the end of the series, Piper and Phoebe would have been able to be reunited with Prue, and Paige would have gotten to meet the eldest Halliwell sister. It needed to be addressed later on, and it literally could have been explained that Prue wasn't ready as she was struggling with being dead. I don't know, but it needed to be addressed, honestly. And finally, number 16. When Phoebe got married to a Cupid they nicknamed Coop. It kind of felt like the writers went, oh well, we've put her through the ringer, so let's just whip up a genuine love interest. Okay, I like Coop. I really do. But his romance between him and Phoebe, very, very rushed. Honestly, I don't know what they were thinking. So, what are your explanations to these confusing Charmed plots? Are they confusing? Yeah. Let me know that. Let me know if you have any other confusing things about Charmed that we didn't cover on the list. I really am curious to know what everybody's thoughts are. So leave them down in the comments section below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. Follow me on all the socials. The link is in the description down below. And like I said, these were just the still pics of the GIFs. So if you want to see the GIFs, the link to the article in the description down below. And I will see you all in another video. Bye, guys.